my Jujubes, welcome back to the channel. How are you guys doing today? If you hear something in the background, it's raining outside, so just bear with me with the rain. If you are new here, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Today is Thursday. How are you guys doing today? So y'all know I went back and forth. I'm sorry, I'll be going too fast. If you are new here, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you can be notified every time I upload a new video. I was back and forth. If you are watching this and you know me, I was back and forth trying to decide if I wanted to start a brand new series. If I wanted to continue on with all things Ethic Land. Or if I wanted to, sorry y'all, I don't know what this is. If I wanted to continue all things Ethic Land, or if I wanted to just start a whole new series. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all something, okay? I am stuck in Ethic Land, okay? I can't get out of it. And because I'm waiting on a book to drop that's related to all things Ethic Land, I feel like I just can't leave them right now. So don't be mad at me. I'm going to go right into Butterfly. But I am going to read a whole nother series after Butterfly is done. After Butterfly is done, I'm leaving Ethic Land and I'm going to go into another world. Please bear with me because these is my favorite characters in the world. And even though they ain't real. But so that's what I'm going to do. But before I jump into this book discussion today, I do want to do a shout out. So my love, her name is Jocelyn Galloway. I met her in my book club. We went to AspireCon and I met her at AspireCon. Her spirit and my spirit, I think, just automatically glued together. And she is such a sweet lady. We ain't on the same team with the Messiah and the Meek or whatever, but we love each other. There's love there. So she makes shirts, okay? The one shirt I wore in the video has melanin, love in all shades. And then she also made me this shirt. It says, just a girl who loves to read, who loves books. And she's mailed these to me because, of course, I couldn't get them. So a long while ago, I did a video and I had my book lovers box glass in there. And right after that video, I broke my glass. And so I made a video telling everybody how sad I was that I broke my glass. I even put it in the book club. I can't believe I broke my cup. So she made me one, okay? And this says book lover. Can you see it? And then on this side, it says Cherie Jew on the back. I love her. So if you watching this, Jocelyn, thank you so much. I love you so much. I'm going to put her information in the description box because she makes shirts and she'll mail them to, ship them to you. They are very good quality. This shirt is very good quality. It's thick. It's not see-through. I also have a gray one that's a V-neck and it's a 2X. I have washed it, dried it twice, and it's still in the same condition. So please, when I put her information, I think her website is like JG Designs. So I'm going to put her information, her website in the description box. So please go check her out and get you some shirts. She makes all different kind of designs. She got custom designs. She does a very good job. The work is quality. The material is quality. I've had shirts made before and the shirts was just thin and terrible. Not these. So please go ahead and check her out if you have an opportunity. If you got shirts that need to be made, maybe for family reunion, girls' night out, whatever the case may be, I think she could take care of you. Tell her I sent you, okay? So I'm gonna hop right in here, okay? Yesterday we talked about we finished talking about what did we talk about yesterday, y'all? Christmas with the Okafors. And that ended. And then the next, I don't know what this sauce is for. I think it's supposed to be for these chicken wings I got, but I'm using it for this seafood. But in that book, in Christmas with the Okafor, she has an extensive sneak peek of Butterfly 1. Now, disclaimer, if you have not read the Ethics series, stop here, Go back a couple 40 videos probably and start there. Because you don't want to do it out of order. You're going to be lost. So, I didn't even tell y'all what I got to eat. I got mussels, shrimp, corn, potato, and rice. So, now that I said all that needs to be said, I left my bag. So, when we left Christmas with the Okafors, Morgan was on her way back to London with Bash. And I be doing. I got some on my shirt already. It's okay because it's gonna come out. She was on her way back to London with Bash. Maybe she had came and stopped in Michigan in the States or whatever so she could visit Ethic and them when everything happened with Easy. So I would say when Butterfly 1 Pick starts, maybe it's about a year and a half after she had been home from Michigan. And so it starts out with her and Christiana in a room, and she's getting ready for a charity event that Morgan is hosting for the Flint water crisis. And she walks in and she's like, Morgan, sweetheart, you look magnificent. Such a pretty girl. But Morgan hates that pretty girl thing. Like, call her something else. Because everybody always addresses the fact that she's beautiful or that she's pretty. She wants to represent something else. But she doesn't really put up a fight. She just go along with what's going on. She's not happy in London with Bash and his family. But because it's an escape from her reality in Michigan, she just went along with the flow. So, it says after 2 years of dating Bash, Morgan would think that Christiana would know by now that she doesn't like it. But Christiana is Christiana. So they getting ready. And after she told her she was pretty, Morgan just said thank you. And she made sure that she had her hair pulled back in a nice conservative bun. Her fingernails was a nice respectable length. You know, she just took everything away that was Flint, Michigan Morgan. She made her London Morgan. So she asked her, like, where the babies at? And she said they napping. They wouldn't make it through any event if they both didn't get a nap. And so Christiana was like, yeah, terrible too. Something that every mother, I'm sorry because this is a little tacky, that every mother must get through. And that's when she reached up, took her hair, put it in a bun. We're going for class. A bun to the back is definitely class. I don't like Christiana. I don't like Christiana. I don't like her son. But, you know, who am I? So she put her hair in a bun. She gets ready. And she had wound up splitting her time between the States and in London. That way she was able to go to school at Cambridge. She kind of knocked out 4 years worth of school in 2 years with everybody's help. You know, so she was prepared for, everything was escalated for her. With Bash being who he is, and his parents being connected like they are. They was able to pull some strings, and she was able to knock out a lot of work in those 2 years. So, she said that everything was okay, but something was missing. And Messiah was missing. And knowing he had spent his last days thinking that she hated him and that he was unworthy of her forgiveness, just did something to Morgan. I think her not having the opportunity to see him before he died messed Morgan up. Not being able to tell him that even though she hated him, she still loved him too. I can only imagine, the type of guilt that probably rests with Morgan because of that. So, she told her, not her, but Christiana did her hair in a bun, and after she got done, she was like, now, perfect. And of course, Morgan she's not really fond of that conversation or that word choice. So, she went downstairs. In the process of going downstairs, she saw Masari. And Masari like, mama. I love me some sorry. Masari. So by this time, the twins are 2 years old. And she said that Masari's voice was like a jumper cable to her dying battery. It made her come alive, kept her chugging along. She always talks about Masari's love is rough, like her daddy, and her daughter is mean. And her love is a lot smoother. It's not as rough as Masari's is. And so she said, hi, mama's boy, I love you. So she signs back and forth to him because she signs back and forth to Yar because Yar is deaf. And so they had some photographer there that was going to take some pictures, like some family pictures, and she insisted that Morgan and the twins be in on the pictures. And so when she signed to Masari that she loved him, and then she said, I love you more. And so I guess the photographers was taking pictures, and then Christiana was like, oh, it's their secret language. And she's like, it ain't no secret language. My daughter's deaf. We're doing sign language. Like, there's no secret language. And so she asks, like, where is Yara, by the way? And so Bash says she's right here. And he brought her in. She was asleep over his shoulders. Now, of course, Yara has taken a liking to Bash. They call him Papa Bash, even though he's not their daddy. But they have been living as such for 2 years. So, and I think that when she walked in, somebody said, such a daddy's girl. And Morgan says that always bothers her because even though they know that Yara doesn't belong to Bash, everybody doesn't know, and it just kind of like, make her feel a certain type of way. Like she don't want people to say that because that ain't their daddy. But that's how they living right now. So they went in there and they took a couple pictures. They put Masari in the pictures with Bash's father and Bash. And then she went on ahead and got ready to go. She was actually she opened up a studio, M&M studio, a dancing studio for children. And they were dancing for the Flint Water Crisis fundraiser. So she went on ahead and told them, like, I'm going to just go ahead and go to the place after they took the picture. She said, I'm going to just go ahead and go to the place. And Bash said, go ahead and we'll just, we'll hurry up and get up out of here so that you can make it. And everybody else will meet you over there. So she says, okay. They leave. They put the kids in the car and they go ahead and they leave. And so when they get in the car, Bash was like, thank you for, getting those pictures. My mom insisted that you get in. And she was like, oh, no, thank you. I appreciate your mom for, taking us in the way she has and how she's gone about, handling the situation. I'm grateful to her for that. And he was like, I know my mama can be a piece of work, so I appreciate you. And so, and so they made it to they made it to the Royal Opera House. Now, mind you, Bash and his mom and their family, Bash's dad's name is David, but you very seldom hear anything about Bash's dad throughout the series. But the Royal Opera House is where they had the event at. And so this was her first time doing anything pertaining to, you know, the foundation she opened up and having something so large. So she was kind of nervous. You know, but maybe I should have started off a little small before I had like a real big event like this, and something so big at the Royal Opera House. Well, of course, they're all of Christiana's friends and colleagues and things like that, because Morgan doesn't have anybody in London. It's just her, Bash, the kids, and Bash and Christiana's family. So she doesn't really have anybody to call her own out there. So she said, I feel like we should have started small, such a huge venue. And he was like, it's fine, everything will be okay. So they made it out to the red carpet. You know, they got people taking pictures, and people like, oh, Morgan, you used to dance with Stiletto Gang. Like, I heard they're on tour. Like, what are your future plans? Like, what are you deciding to do? Are you going to jump on tour with them? And she just really was like, like kind of tongue tied. So Bash said Morgan is focused on her philanthropy, excuse me, right now, giving back to the community and teaching the little ones to dance. The money from tonight will go directly toward the crisis in Flint, Michigan, her hometown, to help aid in the city's water crisis. Like, Morgan really doesn't have much of a voice over here in London. So they went back there. She talked to the parents and the kids. She's like, hey, everybody, you know, are you ready? I'll take over from here. She told the parents, like, you guys can go out there and sit and get ready for the show. And so we're like, you sure? And then Bad, she's like, yeah, I got it. You know, she's more comfortable with these little people than she is with Christiana and all of her people. And so she told them she got it. So she asked them, okay, guys, come to Miss Morgan, you know. So they gathered with her, and she asked them, was they ready and were they excited? And they're like, yeah. And she's like, okay, 1, 2, 3. On 1, 2, 3, everybody repeat after me. Say, dance your heart out. So, you know, they did the 1, 2, 3, and they did the dance their heart out. And so she had the twins' hands, and they all went outside. So she went up there and was like, you know, hey, I'm Morgan Atkins. Thank you all so much for your support. She said, I have some little ones here who would like to sing and dance for you. Please put your hands together for the very first MAM Academy dance recital. So she ushered the children out, and then she went to the front and she's like, eyes on me. So they did this little performance. They danced to the I'm so happy, clap along if you feel that song. So they danced to that, and of course, Yara was involved. Even though she can't hear, she's like Morgan. She can feel the vibrations, and Morgan said that she would never leave her out of something like this. So when they got done, Christiana got on stage and said, oh, you know, such a wonderful job. You know, we're going to bring my son up here so he can say a few words. And no, she had Morgan come back up there. And so she said, before she had her come up there, she did say, now that we've opened up our hearts to these children, now let's open up our wallets and let's make this contribution and profitable one night for Morgan's cause. I'm going to bring my son up here for he can say a few words. So then Bash got up there, and he told her, like, you know, Morgan, I'm extremely proud of you. You know, I'm glad that I've been able to be around. I love you, and I love this family that we're building, and I love the woman you're becoming, and I just want to be a part of you forever. And so Morgan is like, okay, like, all right, like, caught off guard much. So she get up there, and he like get down on one knee, and she like, no, you know, like, this is, I feel like I'm being sabotaged. And so he said, will you marry me? And she kind of like went mute. She didn't really respond. She didn't say yes, but she like nodded her head, I guess, like to try to save him the embarrassment of her saying no. Because even though Morgan loves Bash, she's not in love with him. He really was just an scapegoat from everything that she was dealing with in Michigan when it came to Messiah and everything, that all the hell that came from him. So she was holding Messiah in her hands, and so when she started crying, like, no cry, mommy, no cry. And so she got up there and grabbed the mic, and she just was like completely thrown off. So as she's, playing everything in her mind, she in shock. Why did it feel like she was choking? She couldn't breathe. Cameras was flashing. Like, this was just too much for her. And so in the process of her looking out into the audience, she noticed it's Aria. Now, mind you, Aria done flew all the way over here for her girl. I love me some Aria because she like a down BFF, okay? So she said that Christiana took Masari. She turns to the crowd. She froze when she saw Aria standing at the back room with Issa at her side. And so Aria waved to Morgan, blew her a kiss, to kind of ease her mind. So she eased her a little bit. She said, wow, that was unexpected. And so she told everybody, like, thank you for coming. I'll see you at the reception. I can answer any questions that you have there. And, once again, give them a round of applause. So she, like, darts off the stage. And she sees Aria. So she, like, snatched Aria and go to the bathroom. And she's like, he completely blindsided me. And Aria, like, okay, like, not here, Mo. Hold on. So she took Aria to the bathroom and she's like, we're going to go to the ladies' room. I'll be right back. So they went to the bathroom, and Morgan is like freaking out. Like, why would he do that to me? Like, why wouldn't he let me know what he was about to do in front of all these people? And she like, girl, let me see the ring first. Like, cut all that you talking. Let me see the ring first. And Morgan didn't even glance. And she like, oh. So she noticed she had a rock on her finger. Bash, they got some money. And so she's like, oh, he love you, girl. And she's like, Morgan, that's beautiful. She's like, who cares? She's like, I don't want to marry him. And she's like, Morgan, it's okay to be with him. Like, you can't keep promises to a ghost. And so that's when she kind of like had another breakdown. Like, I never got an opportunity to even say goodbye to him. I had so many questions. I was so angry when he died. How could he die and leave this on me? She said, I loved him, Aria, and I promised him that she wouldn't take on anybody else's last name if it wasn't his. She was like, Morgan, I know you don't want to hear this, but you'll probably never love anybody the way that you love Messiah. She was like, he was your first love, and you two were so passionate. It was obsessive a little bit. It was almost dangerous. She said, the way y'all love one another, people don't love like that. And she said, I've never seen anything that intense, Mo. Nobody's going to make you feel that again. Be grateful that you felt it once in a lifetime, but don't stop yourself from being happy by trying to measure up that feeling Messiah gave you. Bash has elevated you. Look at you. She said, you out here hosting charity events in London. She's like, they're giving you an opportunity. They're loving on the twins. He's a good guy. A little corny, but corny is good. Corny is safe. Corny is boring. Morgan's like, he's boring. She said, he really loves you, Mom. I'm not saying marry him because I wouldn't put that type of pressure on you. She was like, if that's not what you want. But I'm saying, ask yourself, why don't you want to? And she's like, what would I do without you? Like, what are you even doing here? She was like, oh, I missed you. How are you even here right now? She's like, and with Issa. And she like, and with Meek. And we wanted to surprise you. She said, oh, Issa been pushing up on you, huh? And I told him, she said, and I told him to do a grand gesture. So his grand gesture was flying me out here to come and see you. And so, she said, poor Issa still chasing it. And Meek's here. So she said, yeah, and he wasn't coming here alone. That was the only way for me to get him to come. He said he didn't want to listen to us girl talk for 2 days. So Meek came, besides your friend should be here for you. This is a kind of a big deal. She said, yeah, I guess, Morgan. She said, so you and Issa? She said, me and Issa, nothing. Don't start. Nobody checking for that boy. She's like, he's such a hoe. She's talking about girls blowing up his phone all day. My hoo-ha will not be participating in any parts of Issa. So they went on ahead and finished up cleaning up in the bathroom and got ready to go out to meet Issa and Meek. So I'm going to stop right here. And then I'll, of course, pick up tomorrow. So I might have some videos come a little earlier. I might do 2 times a day because I'm on vacation. So I'm trying to make sure that I can get everything, flowing. But thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, if you are new here, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Leave me a comment in the comment section so I know you checking with me. So I'll see you tomorrow. Maybe not the same time, but definitely the same place. And until next time, bye, my jujubee.